I bought the house in 2006. It was boom time and I was working in a really good job. So everything was great. Paying the mortgage, the bills, everything was fine. It was wonderful. And then in 2008, I started feeling unwell and I ended up in hospital. The consultants came around and diagnosed me with multiple sclerosis. It was around that time things started really kind of going downhill. My name's Fiona and I live in a small village called Croghan in County Roscommon. Myself and my husband separated, so it was just myself in the house. As it went on, I ended up getting a job. Things started looking up. I had made a deal with Ulster Bank for lower payments. I was offered another job working for a magazine selling advertising, and they had a bit of a problem with wages, so I defaulted on the agreement that I had with Ulster Bank. It wasn't that I just didn't want to pay my mortgage. I couldn't pay my mortgage. In 2015, Robbie was born. He was just and is my absolute world. I would do anything for him and everything I do is for him. After I had Robbie, I got bad postnatal depression. I had a huge relapse with my MS and I wasn't able to walk. I started drinking because I just couldn't cope. I was going to lose my home and the stability of that. Robbie was going to lose his home. I kind of isolated myself. I isolated myself a lot. Social media I used, I'd be talking to people and pretend everything was okay, but it really wasn't okay. There was times I'd lie there and I'd wish that everything would just stop because I couldn't see a way through. For stability and to feel safe. That's all, like to feel safe and to know that I could look after my son. And there was no way I could look after my son when I depended on alcohol to live. I knew that I had to do something, and I knew that in order to get my life back, I was going to have to go into rehab. So it was the 23rd of August and it was the day that I left Cúnmara. I was all ready to tackle what we could do. Obviously I wanted more than anything to stay in my house, but I didn't think that was possible. Then I started meeting Sheila and Mabs in Boyle. She mentioned the mortgage to rent scheme to me and I was like, no, I don't think that'll work. I'm rural, nobody's going to buy the house. I thought it was more like they'd buy the property that was in towns or near, She sent me all the information on this, and Jerry from Ulster Bank, he was kind of the go-between with the mortgage to rent, and he would ring me, once we had signed all the forms with Mabs, that I did want to put myself forward for the scheme. So I was in work one day and Jerry rang and he said, Fiona, I've had an offer for your house. I can't tell you the feeling I had that day. It was like winning the lotto. Now we were going to be safe. Someone was going to buy our house and we were going to be social tenants. I would start paying my rent then to Roscommon County Council. A lot of people think that it's going to be a massive rent. It's really not. It's based on what you can afford. And nothing felt different. It was still our home the way it was. I knew that I was going to have a home for life, for me, for Robbie, for Moosel. I can't say enough about the scheme. Nothing has changed. No feelings about the house have changed. I don't feel like it's not mine. It's our home and it's our home for life. I know a lot of people might, be nervous. You might be in this position where you're in mortgage arrears. There's always help out there. There's help for everything. You just have to ask for it. I can tell you it's changed my life and it's changed Robbie's life. Moosel's safe. He's going to be able to live out his life. He's 40 now. Our little family, we know that we're safe.
It's really long. It's actually
we have our home for life now. So I was just talking about that.